Road Dog Crypto.
Alliance blockchain is on fire. We last looked at this coin about a week ago. It was running about 10 cents. We were looking at this possible descending triangle, which has a possibility to break down to the downside. And in my video, I said I wasn't really worried about it, and if it was still a bullish signal. But as you can see, we did not fall any lower. We actually had a breakout out of that. So after the breakout, price kind of traded sideways a little bit, came back down to retest this 0.09.5 cent area, and I was loading my bags up as much as I could around through here. Still didn't get as much as I wanted. I was hoping for some lower areas, but that's the game, right? I'm in. It's a great one to be in. I'm really excited about this project. And now we're breaking to the upside and things are looking really promising for AllianceBlock. Now, just solely going on price action here, we can see that this area right up here, about 14 cents on up to around 15.5 cents. That may be an area where we find just a little bit of a hiccup. We might find some consolidation there as this project kind of comes to a little stop there. Of course, I would be happy to be wrong and let's blast through that. That would be awesome too. But this is a pivotal area right up here. It does correspond with this trend line here, which does put a little bit of resistance there, and also with the Fibonacci level of 618 here. I do expect possibly a little staleness up in this area, so just be aware of that. But as far as targets go, man, I've got some great targets for this project. So whether you're trading this short term or if it's a long-term hold for you, we can kind of talk about both of those scenarios today. Short term, our immediate targets would of course be around this 15.5 cent area. Now we do have a measured move from this breakout. Initially I had these targets projected at about 70.9. I think that one is a little bit low. I'll still keep the 19.5 cent from a more conservative measure move, but taking a new one kind of brings us up to this area right at 20.9 cents. So two measure moves right there. And if you can see this box that I have here, let me zoom out to a larger time frame so I can explain this. This is going to be an area of resistance. We probably will have a hard time getting through this area, but it also corresponds not just with our measure move, but it also leads to a bigger 618 Fibonacci area up here. And there's also some other confluence that shows that too. So these areas around 26 cents, that may be as high as we get before, we have some kind of big consolidation or maybe a bigger rejection. So those are some immediate term price targets there. Now, for you guys that are holding for long term, and that's my personal plan with this one, is to hold this one for a while, because this coin did top out at $1.42, and that was September. That's all I got price action for here. So getting in around 9-10 cents, that's a very promising return there, right? So quickly, if you accumulated this, say at 9-10 cents right there, coming up to this first target area, that'd be a 53% increase. Coming up to our measured move would give you 111%. Coming up to this higher target, if we can make it to the top of this range, would be 164%. Now for you guys that are holding this more long term, another take profit area I have is at 32.8 cents, and that would be a 229% gain. I do expect a hiccup in this area here, somewhere between 34 to 37 cents. Still 277% gain from where we just were in my last video. I'm looking at these areas long term at 51 cents on up to 52 cents, and that's like a 4.5x from entry point just on this bull flag that we saw. Now coming back to the daily, one of the biggest things I really liked about this was this double bottom scenario here, which has been playing out great for other altcoins, and it was no different for AllianceBlock. It's playing out very beautifully. We came back, retested this area, which was necessary to do that to confirm this double bottom. The double bottom is in. It made a handle. It's broken out of that handle. We are in from some very good upside. On the daily, we got our 50 EMA crossing over the 100. That is a bullish buy signal right there. When this 50, this blue line, crosses that yellow 200 EMA, that is going to be official golden cross on the daily, and you can expect to see money pouring into this and shooting it up to the upside. Now let's take a look at our indicators and see what's going on the daily. Things are looking good. Now all of our indicators are a little spent on everything, and all this really depends on Bitcoin. You need to be tracking Bitcoin if you want to really get the best out of your altcoins. Doesn't matter if you're trading Bitcoin or not, it's a key element to your success in altcoin tradings. Now I'm pulling up VMC, or the market cipher here, and the things I want to point out is that money flow is in the green. You can see that down here and right here. It's teetering a little bit. VWAP is going to the upside. That's good. Biggest thing that I noticed, stochastics have come down to this area of the 20% area, and it flipped. So it's headed to the upside. Green dot on market cipher, meaning that we're getting some strength to come into this move, and it should be headed to the upside. on the daily. RSI is in some overbought territory, over 70%. It came down, touched that, decided, hey, screw that, I'm going back up. So now we're looking for a break over this moving average line, this yellow line. That happens, that's very, very bullish there. But indicators are a little high. One impressive thing that we noticed about the MACD, looked like it was going to do a bearish cross, right? It didn't. It changed its mind, and you can see that in crypto, meaning overall we are in a very bullish trend for crypto. The question is, will it keep carrying on? And we have to look at Bitcoin and some other indicators there, and I will have a video out on that, so look for that. It'll give you a lot of insight. So in a nutshell, on the daily, I see these as being very valid targets, and 15.9 being an immediate target if you're looking to take profit. Now going down to the 4 hour, a little bit more immediate term. Going by this time frame should carry us well into the weekend. Our indicators are looking good. Market Cipher has got a green dot on the 4 hour. Stochastics are starting to tilt back up. Money flow is starting to flow in. Not positive yet, but is working its way up there. Very positive sign. VWAP is going up. You can argue that we're getting a little bit of bearish divergence forming here, and I think you'll see that on a lot of these altcoins. It's something to pay attention to, but if price moves up enough, it's going to negate that. And the RSI will also start coming up to the upside. And what that will do is move our RSI up too, as well as the price action, and then both of them will start going in the same direction, and then that bearish divergence will be nullified and void. That's one of the cool things that you can see play out when we're in a bullish move with crypto. So for the short term, and let's say over the weekend, I see a strong possibility we can get up to these areas, maybe even break above it. I'll post another video because when we get to these areas here, we need to start looking and see if we got any kind of bearish divergence forming. If we're making a kind of a double top pattern, that's a possibility. It could be happening. Just depends on how Bitcoin and the market plays out during the weekend. It's usually low liquidity. The past few weekends that we've had, though, have been very bullish. So we'll take another look at that. But in the immediate term, I am looking at these targets about 15 cents. On up to our measure move of 19.5 cents to just right under 21 cents in this measure move right here. Guys, please hit that like button to help the channel grow. If you found this information helpful, my name is Lane, your crypto road dog, helping to guide you through this crazy world we call crypto. Until next time, be blessed, and remember, you got this, baby.
Hey, buddy, why don't you and me, we have a little talk about the like button down here? I hit it. I think you should hit it too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the family.